New this morning, President Donald Trump says that he is tapping General Mark Milley as his next top military advisor. Milley has served as chief of the Army for the last 3 years. While announcing Milley's appointment on Twitter, the president thanked outgoing Chief General Joseph Dunford, tweeting, "I am thankful to both of these incredible men for their service to our country. Date of transition to be determined." Well, it has been a whirlwind past few days in Washington, so let's get right to it with Claremont McKenna political science professor Jack Pitney. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and start with Paul Manafort and Michael Cohen. Of course, people very close to the president. We're learning that the special counsel's released memos this week detailing many aspects of cases against both of them. What does this mean for the president, Professor?
Big, big trouble. At very least, the Cohen document very strongly suggests that Donald Trump committed a crime by directing Cohen to make hush money payments in violation of federal law. That by itself is a huge problem for the president. And add this to the combination of Manafort and Cohen information about Russian contacts. There's going to be a lot for Congress to investigate next month.
But it seems like the president remains isolated and insulated from all of this turmoil.
Well, he claims to be. He tweeted saying, well, I'm totally cleared and thank you. That is public relations, and in private, his reaction reportedly is much different.
All right. Let's move on to Chief of Staff John Kelly. We've heard that he is on his way out of the White House for a long time now, but now we're hearing from sources that that could happen in the next few days. Why now, do you think?
The midterm election. Midterm election was a punctuation mark in the administration, moving from 2 years of governance to 2 years of re-election. And General Kelly doesn't really have a political background. Reportedly, Trump is going to pick Nick Ayers, Mike Pence's chief of staff. Ayers is a political operative, and that's the kind of person one would expect a president to have during a re-election campaign.
President Trump also announced that he is nominating William Barr, to replace Jeff Sessions as Attorney General. What do we know about William Barr? We know that he was with George H.W., right?
And that tells you a lot. He's very much an establishment Republican. People know what he would be like as Attorney General because he's been Attorney General. Trump likes him because he has criticized Mueller in certain ways, has also criticized Hillary Clinton. That combination of establishment credentials, but criticism of people that Trump has criticized, very appealing to the president.
And we've also learned that a TV personality, a former Fox News anchor, Heather Nauert, is the new ambassador to the United Nations. We know, of course, before this, she was a spokesperson for the State Department. What does that say about the administration, do you think?
Well, it says the administration likes Fox News. That's where she comes from. There is a precedent for this, actually. John Skelly of ABC News served as President Nixon's ambassador to the UN and had a very successful tenure. The question is whether Heather Nauert has the background of diplomacy, the same kind that actually Scally had. Scally was, in fact, an intermediary during the Cuban Missile Crisis. So is she going to be able to rise to the challenge of the job? We'll see.
And what message do you think her appointment sends to the rest of the world?
It says to the rest of the world that the president emphasizes public diplomacy, not necessarily the inside baseball of diplomatic give and take.
Back channeling and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Professor, for your insight as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.